past weeks have been... What's good, y'all? It's your boy Real here. Today I'm finna break down the last Ken Carson beat that I made whenever more chaos drop. I've been spamming these Jones like crazy. If you haven't, check out the other two videos where I made something like Psycho and I made something like Lord of Chaos. I had a person comment on the Lord of Chaos type beat saying it just sounded like a half-ass remake, and that kind of had me fucked up for a little bit. No, I'm playing, bro, because never back down, never what?
Never give up.
But yeah, I'm finna show y'all how I made this little beat. 808 pattern kind of reminds me of It's Over / I think like Evolution has similar 808 pattern. But yeah, I'm finna show y'all that. If at any moment y'all enjoy, for sure though, like, comment, sub, all that stuff. Y'all, we at the big 792 subs at the time of recording this. Thank you all so much for the love and appreciation. We ate away from 800. I said it on that, but we ate away from 800. You know, let's just keep moving, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'll catch you on the main vid. Yo, Osama just dropped the music video for Rap, bro. That shit was clean. Yo, what? That book was crazy. Okay, anyways, I'm talking about the wrong person on this video. So start out this beat. So we got the Synth Fox 1 on Zenology right up over here. So I kind of just wanted kind of like a choir light type sound on some stuff here. I kind of wanted the beat to feel a little more sinister. So I just got this going up the key and then like down the key that we're playing in. We got some effects on here, some EQ around the 5K, ducking that by like 9 dB, some reverb going on as well. But yeah, literally simple as that. Make sure that's soloed out. But yeah, this is what this sounds like. So yeah, that's what we got right there for the Synth Fox. Moving on though, I wanted another kind of like piece to like just walk up and down. So purity, we got the simple saw right up over here. We got this pattern, as I said, it's just going up and down. EQ going on as well. We're taking off a great amount of like the low end, taking out some of the high end, using some low pass and high pass right there. But yeah, this is what we're playing. This is what it sounds like just for context. It repeats for all 4 bars that we got going on right here. But yeah, besides that, moving on, next thing that we got here, so for these Ken Carson like glow type beats, like there's usually organs on here. So Xpand 2, we got the wave table organ, just playing F. Once again, this repeats for all 4 bars that are right here. So yeah, this is what we got playing up right over here. So yeah, that's what we got right there. Right up over here though, we got the hip hop synth Pizzicatos. I boosted the high end on this a lot, and it actually kind of reminds me of it's like this like hit / like stab sound effect in Crank That by Soulja Boy. That's what it is. So yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. I just wanted something to fill up a lot more of the high end in the beat, so we're taking out a great amount of the lows up to like the 500, boosting around like the 5K area a lot, damn near about 12 dB. But yeah, once again, another pattern. This mug just repeats again for all 4 bars. This is what we got going on right here. So yeah, that's what we got right there. Moving on, for the last melodic piece in the very beginning, we got these hip hop bells, got the release up by 30. But yeah, this is what the pattern is. Once again, as for most of the other ones, repeats for all 4 bars. That's what we got going on right here. I'm gonna go over the drums real quick because I'm gonna play these all together in context and move over to the next part. But we got this 808 pattern right over here. I got the Black Rockstar 808 from that Ken Carson More Chaos Deconstructed drum kit that I found online. And yeah, this is what we got for the 808 pattern here. 808 is boosted up. I got it boosted by 10%, and then we got some soft clipper going on the master. But yeah, this is what it sounds like by itself. Yep, that's what we got going on right there. After that, we got some hi-hats going on. As for the hi-hats, wherever the heck they are, they didn't select. For the hi-hats, I got some EQ. I'm boosting up like the 5K like area just like a little bit, not a whole lot, but just a tad. Yeah, I mean, it's just a 1-step hi-hat pattern. That's what we got going on right here. I'm just gonna play a tad bit because y'all already know what it's finna sound like anyway, so yeah, that's enough. But besides that, we got the snare on the 3s and the 7s. But yeah, super simple. I'm gonna play just a tad bit of this because y'all already know what it's gonna sound like. Super simple. I don't know who made this kit, bro, but they can't spell dismantle, bro. But yeah, and that's all that we got for the very beginning. Last thing that I'm just gonna kind of add, I got this snare from Confetti, the second one that's in this drum kit, and I just chose to add like this little snare roll right up over here. But yeah, this is what we got right here for this little snare roll. I just have it playing on the triplet, so I went to 1/3 beat. I put it in note in, extended it, highlighted it, hit Control U, So that's what we got there. And as for this last one right here, the way I got it chopped up, went to 1/6 beat, same thing, put a note down, extended it over for these 2 bars, hit Control U, got the exact same thing. That's how you could achieve that exact thing. Also got, oh my gosh, what the fuck, I also got the velocity going up just like a tiny bit here as well as it's going through. But yeah, this is what the snare roll sounds like. Also have a little bit of equalization going on as well, a little bit of the highs boosted up and the lows just ducked down a little bit around like the 1K area. But yeah, as for the very beginning, that's all that we got there. So I'm just gonna play everything in the very beginning for y'all. So yeah, that's what we got right there for the very beginning. We're gonna be moving on. Everything right here actually stays the exact same. Only thing that we even introduce here are these 2 elements, being the brass, and right after here we got like a little lead going on. So right over here in Xpand 2, we got some brass going on right here. As I said, we got an F5 playing, 2 F3s playing down here, and we're using the big brass as I normally use. But yeah, besides that, we got some EQ going up to the 100, just removing a little bit more of that low end. But yeah, this is what it sounds like. Next thing that we add right here in this part of the beat, wherever it is, we got this square lead going on right here. We got dual square lead from Zenology. Whole lot of effects going on. We got some EQ taking off some of that low as well, boosting up the highs a little bit. We got some Frank Pole retro. This is what we got for the exact settings if you got this, or you know, if you got RC20 retro color. We got some chorus going on. Default settings, I just turned the mix down to 40%. I don't know why. Why do I have this here? Bro, this happened last beat too. I had an EQ I didn't even touch, but yeah, just ignore that last one. This is what we got right over here for the square lead. I'm gonna just kind of play this real quick so you have like an idea what it sounds like in context. It's so funny. So yeah, that's what that sounds like all together. Moving on, we got this next section. So in this next section, we introduce a new melodic part, which is this phrase that I got right up over here from Purity. So yeah, I just thought it sounded really cool. I got some EQ going on, some reverb. But yeah, in Purity, you go to, what the fuck? But yeah, in Purity, if you go over to phrase and click on digital tech, you're gonna get this exact sound. I just played F5 for 4 bars, then I consolidated it, put it into the beat, and that's how I got this right up over here. This section, we're removing the saw, the organ, the hip hop bells alongside the synth pizzicatos, and we're also taking away that lead for a little bit. Only other thing that we are changing here is the brass. You can see I don't have that top brass note like playing anymore. Subtle difference, and the 808 pattern changes. We're just gonna go over the brass real quick. As I said, top F5 doesn't play, so all we got right here is, and then everything else stays the same on the snare and hi-hat. Oh, actually no, the snare changes, but the 808 pattern right over here changes just a tad bit. So we got this going on right now. Got that going on. We're mainly just like kind of adding like an extra note right over here in the front. But going on to the snare pattern, we essentially had the exact same pattern with a little bit like a roll going on right over here. So this is what we got. Just minimal changes, just taking out like a lot of the extra sounds for this section. Every like 2 bars, essentially, well not 2 bars, every 8 bars, we're bringing the snare roll pattern back in. It's a little bit different from how it was before. Right over here, we are changing up the rhythm and we do have it playing a lot lower. So this is what we got for the snare roll pattern right down over here. Besides that, I would just play this section out for y'all so y'all know what it sounds like. So yeah, that's what we got there. Only other thing that changes in this next section from what we had before, I'm just realizing, but snare pattern right here changes for one of these 4 bars, then goes back to the original. That was intentional. I remember I did that while making it intentionally, but I forgot to mention it. Only other thing that changes, we're just adding in this this lead sound effect again. So yeah, we got the dual square lead. It's just playing a pattern that's a lot more simple than what we had playing before. So yeah, that's what we got here now. Once again, just for quick reference, what it all sounds like in tandem. Last little section that we got before these last 4 bars, which is literally just the hook from the very beginning, is the outro, but we've got this little section right here. So 808 pattern changes one last time. Take out the hi-hats, snares stay the exact same. This is the first snare roll pattern that we had in the very beginning. We got this little brass section that we've been playing from before. This also stays. Phrase stays playing. So only element that we didn't remove that's actually got like some difference going on right here. And yeah, this is what this sounds like right here. And that's essentially all of the beat. You know, whenever we go back into this hook section, phrase that we had from Purity stops playing even till the beat ends. I just have some minor things arranged here at the end. I keep the 808, I keep the square lead playing, keep the brass, however I go to the brass where the top F5 is not playing. We keep the bells, keep the organs, and we also keep this like little like top line that I had here from the synth box. And yeah, we just slowly remove the organ at the very end so we could just have the top sound go away, so it kind of feels like a lot more energy is released from the beat before the beat goes away in its entirety. So yep, at this very end part of this, we got right over here. And yeah, that's the entire beat, guys.
Let me show y'all what this girl said.
Oh shoot, I'm still recording, yo. I forgot I didn't do an outro. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold up. Oh, hold on though. Hold up.
The band director, I got a brand new saxophone.
Yo, I forgot to do an outro, bro. I started watching some shit on Twitch, bro. I started watching that boy GozXO, bro. Hey, nah, but yeah, that's the beat, y'all. If at any moment y'all enjoyed, bro, oh my gosh, I feel stupid. If at any moment y'all enjoyed, y'all like, comment, sub, all that shit, comment what y'all trying to see next and all that. Especially if you learned anything for sure. I'll catch you on the next one. Beat's gonna be at the very end. If you watch to the very end, listen to the beat and card, check out the 2 videos on the side. But yeah, peace, y'all.